Dave, your team picks up its 15th win of the season. How did you see the team's overall effort, including Mikko Koskinen in net?
Mikko was really good early. You know, that we took a penalty early just so Rusty could get the blocks, get that out of the way. But he made some big saves the first period. Second period, I thought we settled in. We played a lot better in the second period, and then they really pushed hard in the third, and he made enough saves to get us the win. So it was a big effort by him. I thought we were opportunistic, capitalized on some chances, but all in all, coming in with our back end, with the injuries we have right now, we knew we were going to be under pressure a little bit. It's just can you sustain it and make sure you not giving anything away, and we were solid enough to get the points.
On a team with headlines focused around McDavid and Draisaitl tonight, probably Chris Russell night. Can you talk about how special of a feat that is?
We talked about it in the dressing room after the game. I mean, the history of the game, there's nobody blocked more shots than that. And if everybody knew how much that hurts, like there's 6 blocks out of every 10 that are, sting you a little bit, and there's 4 out of every 10 that really hurt. And you think a guy like that has done that 2,000 times, it's incredible. Incredible. I told him after the game, I remember we were in Dallas, we were talking about drafting him as a defenseman. He was an offensive defenseman. Somewhere he figured out along the way he better stop some pucks. So it's a credit to him. It's really amazing accomplishment. And our team was really happy for him tonight.
Can you talk about the effort by Zach Hyman on his goal? I mean, Mike Smith talked about his kids and saying if you want to watch one player in the NHL, it's Zach Hyman and his work ethic, just the ethic.
And those are like the guy he was battling against there is known for that strength also. So that's that even magnifies it. He ended up beating one of the best guys in the league in the strength department. So that's what he does. You watch how much he has the puck in the offensive zone, holds pucks. He's just hungry on it all the time, and he got rewarded with that one.
You were discussing Mikko, and he just seems so kind of relaxed, whether it's 25 shots a period or 5, and I wonder how that just helps the team feel real comfortable knowing what he's doing back there.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He never gets flustered on anything. His emotion is just kind of calm all the time, and the players feed off that. They can understand that he's going to be back there and make the saves he needs to, and we got to make sure we take care of business in front of him. So it's he's a calming guy back there, and he's played very well.
Relatively short road trip, but an important one. What do you make of how it went?
Well, we didn't start out very well. I thought Dallas played a great game, and we weren't up to the task that night. The Arizona game, we started out a little bit slow, but then as the game went on, we really took over the game. And then tonight was they had the early power play to get momentum, but it was back and forth, and we got the lead, and we knew they were going to push, but we played solid enough to find a way to get points. So we're 15-5 after 20 games, and we got a day off tomorrow and a couple days practice, which we haven't practiced in a long time with our schedule. So a little bit of a reset, but there's some things that we did very well the first 20, and there's some things that we got to continue to work on to improve. But all in all, you look at what we've accomplished so far, it's been a good start to the season.
A big goal from Yessi. You said you wanted to see how he performs on that third line. Yeah. What have you seen in the last couple of games, and obviously a timely goal tonight?
He was good tonight. Like, that whole line was good tonight. Young McLeod has really taken a step forward here, and him and Jesse, what we're trying to do there is we're trying to find a little more balance on our group, and if we can get a third line that can continually have a scoring threat and be real solid to play against, it makes us a better team. So we've been kind of tinkering around trying to find that. Early we had it with Ryan and McLeod Ryan and Fogel and Cass, and then they kind of dried up a little bit. So we got to find a third line that's a factor in the games, and tonight they were a factor.
From the last I checked the score sheet, Philip Broberg played a team-high 23.5 minutes. What about his game in his first 4 NHL games makes you comfortable enough to set him out that frequently?
We're playing him so much he's not thinking about it. He's just playing, and it's been really pleasant to watch a young player like that not get flustered, go out there and it's not as if he's playing soft minutes. He's playing hard minutes here, and we have him on at the end of the game in a 3-2 game against a good team in Vegas. He's a young player that's going to learn, and right now, because of our injuries, he's getting a lot of ice time, and he's fared very well, and that'll bode well for his future.
Time for two quick questions on Zoom. Terry, go ahead.
Coach, could you expand a little bit on your 20 games, first 20 games? I mean, there's a lot of things that this team has embraced, I guess you'd say. Could you just give us a bigger picture view of how you see your team?
Well, first and foremost, I think they're a close team. They're a really close team. The new guys that we brought in have really enhanced our group. They've been welcomed with open arms. They're good players that help us win. So the chemistry of the group is very, very solid. We've got off to a good start. Both Connor and Leon have got off to real good starts. Our special teams have been really strong. Goaltending, even though we lost Schmitty early, has been real stable. Young Skinner's come in and give us some strong play also, but just with some of the injuries we've had, we've found out a little bit of our depth. Our group is a hard-working group. If there's one thing, we got to continue to make sure we're working at our goals against. That's an area of our game that we'd like to improve moving forward. As games become tighter, as your year goes on, you've got to be able to keep the puck out of your net. That's continues to be a focus of ours. So it's been a good start, but there's we've got lots to work on here to get to where we want to go.
Last question, Jim.
Kyler Yamamoto got hurt at the end of the second period, Dave. Just shaken up. It looked like he almost got it right on the chin for that hit from McNabb.
Yeah, he came back and played the rest of the game, so as far as I know, he's all right.